EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, side. Side.
Fields now to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers at 4-8 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, Scott. Jump clear.
Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Graves. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. It probably crossed that fine line with giving him the...
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Here we go, son. Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Robinson on a give right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. Second and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, they'll run it here. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
Breaks a tackle. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Burns.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Graves. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up. Does the big boy have the juice? And a terrific quick return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go. All right.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, son. All right.
To throw is Fields.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
All right.
They snap it to Fields. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.